Today, we talk about informing our spirit of our desires. On this wonderful day, in April 2021, the snows and storms of winter have passed, spring is upon us, and nature is renewing herself for the flowering of the beautiful summer days to come. And we humanity, are in the midst of the great reveal, in the midst of the great awakening. Just as the snows and storms of winter must be cleared before the spring can come, so the corruption, the dishonesty, the fraudulent conduct of the powers that be and their minions must be revealed and taken down before our wonderful, new, fifth-dimensional world can make its entrance. We are moving, inevitably, inexorably, into the fifth dimension, and it takes certain happenings to perpetuate that eventuality. For the old system and its unscrupulous managers cannot be removed until all the corrupt and life-negating impositions that they have placed on mankind are seen. And revelation, the disclosure of the control systems and corrupt government, is the phase of our ascension that we are in. We are in a great stage play, a play that is literally staged by the light forces to show humanity the duality, the perfidy, the cruel and punishing, stressful, perverted system they have been living under. To wake up mankind from his deep sleep, from his hypnotic state, is quite a challenge, for he is profoundly programmed into believing the stories, the propaganda, the words that he is fed by his controllers day after day after day. And the powers that be do tell such a seemingly logical, clever, fearful story about mankind. Although the narrative is the opposite of the truth, the story has been so cleverly told, so deviously designed as to seem to be the truth. And so, the truth has been inverted. Humanity, who are holy aspects of God, sparks of divine essence, have been told that they are worthless, incapable, sickly beings who cannot take care of themselves, who need authority to control the violence, depravity, and illness, the inhumanity that would otherwise occur. Indeed, we have been living in an inverted world, where what is good for humanity has been made out to be bad, and what is bad for humanity has been made out to be good. What does it take to enter the fifth dimension? It is really very simple. Mankind needs to do what would come naturally if its progression to a higher frequency, his ascension to the fifth dimension, had not been subverted. The fifth dimension would appear fast if mankind would only live from his highest excitement, and at every moment choose joy, choose joy, choose joy, and then again choose joy. For when we are in joy, we are aligned with our heart's desire. Negative emotions and feelings of fear come when we think, speak, or behave in a way that is in opposition to our natural inclination, in opposition to our soul's desire. And that is exactly what we have been doing for many centuries past. We have been manipulated and maneuvered by those who do not have our best interests at heart. Life in this beautiful universe in which we dwell is all about frequency and vibration. We humans on planet Earth today behave according to the frequency we are in, and we are in a very low frequency, the lowest that our version of sentient beings can tolerate. That frequency does not allow us to live through our heart center. The mind, logical, scientific intelligence, science are worshipped, and our intuition, our God-given facility for living in the love vibration, has been ignored and pushed aside. And not only has mankind's governing system been perverted, but mankind himself has been dumbed down. Potentially, the version of humans that dwell on Earth today are very powerful. So powerful that were mankind to realize this potential, the fifth dimensional world would be here in very fast order. Mankind's potential, his power, lies in his divinity, in the soul, the spark of electromagnetic source energy ensconced within his heart. Yet this too has been subverted. The average third-dimensional human has less than 5% of his potential soul capacity within him. Soul overlays and biological implants, microchips, have been used to limit him spiritually and intellectually. Chemicals, drugs and poisons have been used to dumb him down. Mankind is so powerful because he can and does create outcomes instantly with his beliefs, with his thoughts and words. It does not matter what the reality is. What matters is the belief about that reality. The perception of what is going on is more important than what is going on. And that perception comes from the information received and the level of understanding of the individual concerned. At the very low level of soul realization that the majority of mankind has been maneuvered into, he is in a fog. He cannot see clearly, for he lives in the fear that mind control has generated. That fear controls his beliefs. That fear has overtaken humanity to the degree that all he can think about is his mortality and the awfulness of an impending death. A death that at all costs must be avoided. A death that his government can save him from. How perverted a view is that? Yet man's reality is the result of his thinking. Focusing on the past perpetuates the past, for the universe rearranges itself to accommodate our reality. Our version of humanity on planet Earth was designed in the low-frequency planet Earth environment to have a strong memory of the past and to live in a victim mentality. That victim mentality, by the law of mind, means that the victim thoughts that are held create the continuing victim story in the hologram reality in which each person lives. The past has gone. It has trained us. It has been our story. It has served its purpose. Concentrating on it, revisiting our grievances, living in the past in our thoughts will bring us more of the same. As the Earth's frequency rises, as the alignment of the planets pours higher frequencies of love, higher frequencies of source energy on mankind, it is now possible for us to move above our programmed low-frequency fear paradigm. And so let us concentrate on the good, the exciting, the joyful. Let us, in our imagining, see how we would like our new and loving world to be. Let us support each other in our growth, our enthusiasm, in our highest excitement. Let us encourage each other in our search for self-fulfillment. For so we create our future. Our moving into that future is inevitable. Let us design it in our thoughts and actions as we would have it be, for it cannot be any more or less than we imagine. We humans are receivers and transmitters of information. The information sources we listen to make up the food for our imaginings. We can listen to the words of doom and gloom, or we can know that all is well in this great awakening time. All is proceeding exactly as the divine has decreed. And in that knowing, in that trust, having dismissed negative, fear-filled thoughts, we can fill our minds with the thoughts and ideas that we wish to perpetuate. The dark ones, the powers that be, love controlling our society so that they can feed off our negative energy. Our fear is their delight. They create and emphasize negative events on their news every day. They know that those humans who listen to this news will live in fear and consternation. They do not want us to live the lives of inspiration and joy that are our inherent nature. Yet all is well, for we are moving into an era where we will only live through that powerful inspiration and joy, that massive God energy that is within us. That God energy, that divine consciousness is our power, is the reality of our true selves. We do not need to plead to it, for it is not outside us. It is the power that we have within. Let us bring our soul back into our body temple by recognizing it, by talking with it as equals, not as subservient petitioners asking for help from a higher authority. Our divine reality is our power. Let us command it with authority. Let us say repeatedly throughout our day, I command my spirit to give me more life force energy. Since thoughts of the past put us in our mind, in our intellect, rather than our heart, let us command our spirit, saying, I command my spirit to take the thoughts from my head and put them in my heart. We have the right to command, to direct our spirit as we wish. We have the right to health, happiness, joy, fulfillment, and self-actualization. Let us inform our spirit of our desires as the equals that we are. How very blessed we are that spirit is us, outside of our temporary human form. That spirit, in all its power and glory, is our eternal true self. And as we claim it every day, the best is yet to come, dear brethren. Yes, the best is yet to come as we spiral up and into the 5th dimension. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.